Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. Once upon a time, there was a poor woodcutter named Ali Baba who lived with his wife and children in a small town. Every day, he led his donkey into the forest to cut wood and sold it in the nearby market. In return, he used to get a petty amount, merely enough to support his family. Still, his family was a happy one. Ali Baba also had a brother named Qasim. He was a successful merchant. He lived in a big house with his family. His success had made him very proud and greedy. One morning, as usual, Ali Baba took his axe and set out for the forest with his donkey. That day, he went a little deeper inside the forest near a small hillock and started cutting wood. As the sun rose high, he began to feel tired and decided to take his lunch and rest for a while. Soon he dozed off. He was awakened abruptly by the sound of galloping horses. He saw a group of 40 thieves arriving on horses. They assembled before the small hillock. Their leader said loudly, "Open Sim Sim." At once, a crevice appeared in the hillock and all the thieves entered it. After some time, all of them came out and the crevice closed behind them. They mounted their horses and galloped away. Ali Baba was watching all this. After they had left, he went near the hillock and said in a hushed tone, "Open Sim Sim." Immediately, the crevice appeared and Ali Baba went inside the hillock. There, he was astounded to see a huge store of all kinds of gems, gold, and silver. He brought his donkey inside, loaded a sack full of gold coins on it, and hurried off to his home. At home, his wife was overjoyed to see this wealth. Both of them decided to count it before burying it safely in a secret place. But the coins were too many to be counted. So Ali Baba decided to borrow the scales from his brother Qasim. When he asked for the scales, Qasim's wife became suspicious. She stuck some glue on the bottom of the scale. Ali Baba and his wife weighed all the gold, and next morning he returned the scales with the gold coin stuck at its bottom. When Qasim's wife discovered the gold coin, she said to her husband, "Your brother had been weighing gold coins throughout the night. Go and check from where he has got all the wealth." Qasim at once visited his brother's house and inquired about the gold coins. Ali Baba told him everything. Next morning, Qasim hired 10 mules and hurried towards the forest. He led all the mules inside the hillock after uttering the magic word and loaded them with sacks full of gold, gems, and jewelry. While returning, he forgot the magic words and was trapped inside the hillock. On finding him inside the cave, the leader of the thieves ordered to cut him into two pieces and hang them outside. Qasim's wife was very worried when he didn't return. She requested Ali Baba to find out Qasim. He went to the forest and found the dead body of Qasim. Sadly, he brought it back and handed it over to Qasim's wife. As the body was cut into pieces, Ali Baba asked his servant girl, Marjina, do you know somebody who can sew up the body before the funeral? Marjina blindfolded a tailor named Mustafa and brought him to sew up the body. The tailor was rewarded suitably and sent back blindfolded. When the thieves found the body missing, they were sure that somebody else also knew the secret of their treasure. Their leader sent one of his men to the town to find out. Luckily, the thief was able to locate Mustafa, the tailor. He blindfolded himself and took the thief to the house where he had sewed up a dead body. Overjoyed, the thief put a cross mark on the door of Ali Baba's house and returned to inform his leader. They decided to attack the house in the night. When Marjina came back from the market, she saw a cross mark on the door. Thinking it to be the job of the thieves, she put the same mark on all the doors in the neighborhood and foiled the evil plan of the thieves. The leader of the thieves was furious and decided to visit the town himself. He disguised himself as an oil merchant, loaded 40 oil jars on mules and set out for the town. With the help of Mustafa, he found out the house of Ali Baba and became his guest for the night. Unaware, Ali Baba asked Marjina to prepare dinner for them. Since there was not enough oil, Marjina went to the courtyard to get some oil. As she opened the lid of one of the jars, she heard a voice. "Shall we come out, master?" "Not yet," she answered in a manly voice. On finding the real jar of oil, she poured boiling oil into each jar and killed all the thieves. Then she hid a dagger under her dress and proceeded to the main hall. She said to Ali Baba, "Master, please let me dance for the guests." Ali Baba nodded his head. In the course of her dance, Margina went closer to the leader of the thieves and thrust her dagger into his heart. She also snatched away his disguise. Ali Baba thanked Margina for saving him and his family. Later, he made her his daughter-in-law, and all of them lived happily thereafter.